the ultimate travel guide to Greenland and Svalbard. Welcome to Greenland and Svalbard, two of the most remote and breathtaking destinations on Earth. These Arctic regions offer dramatic landscapes, untouched wilderness, incredible wildlife, and some of the most awe-inspiring natural phenomena, from the northern lights to glaciers that stretch for miles. In this guide, we'll explore the best places to visit, must-see attractions, wildlife encounters, unique cultural experiences, and essential travel tips for your Arctic adventure. Greenland, the land of ice and beauty. Greenland is the world's largest island, yet one of the least populated places on Earth. Over 80% of its landmass is covered by ice, but the coasts are filled with colorful villages, majestic fjords, and a rich Inuit culture. Nuuk, the Arctic capital. Greenland's capital, Nuuk, is the heart of the country's culture, history, and modern life. Havnen, the historic district, home to colorful Nordic-style buildings and Greenland's oldest church. Nuuk Fjord, one of the largest fjord systems in the world, offering spectacular scenery, waterfalls, and whale-watching opportunities. Ilulissat, iceberg capital of the world. Ilulissat, meaning icebergs in Greenlandic, is home to the Ilulissat Icefjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most stunning sights on Earth. Kujalleq Glacier, one of the fastest-moving glaciers in the world, producing massive icebergs that float into Disco Bay, midnight sun, and northern lights. Depending on the season, you can experience 24-hour daylight in summer or the breathtaking aurora borealis in winter. Boat tours and iceberg cruises. Sail through Disco Bay, navigating around towering icebergs with a chance to see whales and seals. Hiking trails. Walk along the Blue Trail or Yellow Trail for stunning views of the Icefjord. Qaqortoq, the most picturesque town in Greenland. Located in southern Greenland, Qaqortoq is known for its hot springs, art scene, and Viking history. Scoresby-Sund, the largest fjord system in the world. Located on the eastern coast, Scoresby-Sund is one of the most remote and dramatic landscapes in Greenland. Expedition cruises. Take a multi-day adventure through fjords filled with icebergs, polar bears, and narwhals. Itoqortormiit, one of the most isolated villages in the world, home to a small Inuit community that still practices traditional hunting and fishing. Svalbard, the Arctic wonderland. Svalbard is an archipelago situated halfway between Norway and the North Pole. It is one of the northernmost inhabited places on Earth, offering surreal landscapes, Arctic wildlife, and the eerie beauty of the polar night. Longyearbyen, the northernmost town on Earth. Longyearbyen is the capital of Svalbard and the gateway to Arctic adventures. Svalbard Museum, a great place to learn about the history of polar exploration, Svalbard's wildlife, and its mining past. Husky sledding and snowmobiling. In winter, these are the best ways to explore the snowy wilderness, midnight sun and polar night. From April to August, the sun never sets, while from November to January, total darkness prevails, creating a surreal Arctic atmosphere. Pyramiden, the ghost town of the Arctic. Pyramiden is an abandoned Soviet mining town that was once home to over 1,000 people. Now it stands as a frozen time capsule. Abandoned Soviet buildings. Explore the eerily intact school, theater, and apartment blocks left behind after the mine closed in 1998. Arctic foxes and reindeer. The absence of humans has allowed wildlife to reclaim the area. Pyramiden Hotel, the only functional building where visitors can stay and experience true isolation. Ilulissat, the northernmost settlement on Earth. Ilulissat is a small research town that has hosted famous polar explorers like Roald Amundsen. The northernmost post office. Send a postcard from one of the most remote places in the world. Arctic research stations. Scientists from all over the world study climate change and Arctic ecosystems here. Polar bear territory. Unlike Longyearbyen, polar bears roam freely in this area, so guided tours are essential. Glaciers, fjords, and wildlife of Svalbard. Svalbard is home to some of the most pristine Arctic landscapes and abundant wildlife. Magdalena Fjord, a stunning fjord with towering glaciers, icebergs, and a historic whaling station. Monaco Glacier, named after Prince Albert of Monaco, this massive glacier is one of the most spectacular in Svalbard. Walrus colonies. Visit Poolpinten or Kongsfjorden to see large groups of walruses resting on the ice. Polar bears, Arctic foxes, and reindeer. Svalbard has more polar bears than people, and seeing one in the wild is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Essential travel tips for Greenland and Svalbard. Best time to visit: summer, June-August. Midnight sun, boat tours, hiking, and wildlife viewing. Winter, November-March. Northern lights, dog sledding, and the polar night experience. Getting around. Greenland has no roads between towns. Travel is by boat, helicopter, or small aircraft. In Svalbard, snowmobiles and boats are the primary modes of transport outside of Longyearbyen. Clothing and gear. Layered, insulated clothing is a must. Temperatures can drop to 30 degrees in winter. Sunglasses and sunscreen are necessary for the intense Arctic sun in summer. Wildlife safety. In Svalbard, carrying a rifle for polar bear protection is mandatory when venturing outside settlements. In Greenland, respect local wildlife and avoid disturbing Arctic foxes, musk oxen, and seals. Greenland and Svalbard are among the most mysterious, breathtaking, and untouched places on Earth. Whether you're sailing past glaciers, hiking through fjords, watching polar bears in the wild, or experiencing the northernmost human settlements, these Arctic destinations offer an adventure like no other. If you enjoyed this ultimate travel guide to Greenland and Svalbard, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more epic travel guides.